everyone! In this video you can watch me make 4 resin geode coasters again, and I'm going to use the flower technique. I've used that technique before, but now I'm going to use it a little bit different, and I hope I can create some nice effects with it. So I hope you will enjoy watching the process, and hopefully you will give me a thumbs up for this video. So I already started pouring a resin into my Geode coaster mold, and I'm using the Art Pro resin from Resin Pro. It's a medium viscosity resin. So first a thin layer, then I'm using my heat gun to remove some air bubbles, and then I'm going to fill it to the top. And I got inspired by someone on YouTube, and her name is Sandra Rettich. I hope I pronounce her name right. She's, I think, from Germany, and she makes beautiful flower coasters. So I will include the link in the description below this video for you to check out, because she's amazing. So thank you so much, Sandra, for inspiring me. And yeah, I'm also going to try to create some nice flowers. So in the middle I'm using some crushed glass in the color silver, and these are really small pieces, very shiny. And I'm thinking about adding these glass pieces to my Etsy shop. I have 2 colors, silver and gold. But what I already mentioned in previous videos, I first want to check and try the supplies that I get to see how they look in resin. So in the middle, a little bit of these silver glass pieces. I'm using the silicone mold from Molds and Shapes, and yeah, you already know I only use silicone molds from Molds and Shapes because I think it's of a great quality. And if you're interested, the link to their website is in the description below this video. I also have a promo code for their website. If you use my code JUSTPAINT5, then you will get 5% on your order. So that's great. But you won't be disappointed if you buy silicone molds from Molds and Shapes. So I'm starting with an alcohol ink, and this is from Ranger, and this is the color Pearl Smolder. So in the middle, on top of the silver glass pieces, 1 drop. I worked with alcohol inks before in resin, so this is not new. So the next color is also from Ranger. It's in the color Aqua, also 1 drop. And for you all to know, I didn't wait until the resin set a little bit or got thicker. I poured it right away after mixing. This is another color. This is the color Aquamarine, also from Ranger, 1 drop. And again the aqua. Yeah, and Sandra also uses alcohol inks. So I made some really beautiful flowers. So why not try it? I love watching videos of other artists and get inspired by them. And try out some new techniques. So now I'm going to use white, and this is the Casting Craft white first in the middle on top of the glass pieces. And hopefully I can create some nice effects. Then on top of the blue colors, there you can see it. But so you can see the resin is thin, so the white is sinking to the bottom. And normally that will not give a nice effect, but yeah, I keep on going and see what I can create. Because it's also about trying new techniques and see if it works or not. But all the supplies I'm using in this video you can find in the description below this video, but also at the end of the video with all the color names and the brands. So if you're curious, check that out. Now I'm going to make some lines to create some nice petals, hopefully. Now you can see it from the outside to the center. And the alcohol ink and white already react to each other. And I always do this very carefully that I don't damage the silicone mold. But the colors are very nice. And I want to try this technique with different consistency resin. This is a medium viscosity. But I also have a resin that is much thicker. So I also want to try that resin. And I have a resin that is really thin. So I want to see the difference. And then I can show you all. Also in the middle, there you can see it. To create a nice center, hopefully. And if these coasters are nice, I will also add a heat resistant resin layer. The Resin Pro company has designed a new heat resistant resin and I never tried it, so maybe I will use it for the first time on these coasters. But that resin is heat resistant up to 250 degrees. So that's great. So now some heat. Also to remove some air bubbles, but also to create some effects. So I'm almost done. I will let this dry and then I can take them out of the mold. So this is 1 hour later and I really wanted to show you how they looked. They changed a lot. The colors are nice, but so you can see I have some drops or drips or drops. Yeah, I don't know how you call them, but they are large white dots. I don't like them. But we will wait and see how they look when they are totally dry. But the colors are great. And I have some nice effects. But for sure they will change a little bit more. But yeah, I first need to let this dry and then I will take them out of the mold. So we are 24 hours later. I can take the coasters out of the silicone mold. And I don't have a problem with that because I don't use a torch. If you use a torch, then you have a risk that your resin will stick to the silicone because the flame of the torch is very hot. And that's why I don't use a torch, because I don't want to damage my mold. But so far, this side looks really pretty. Even with the dots, they look like a special flower we have here in the Netherlands. I don't know the name of it in English. But this side looks very pretty. You can see the dots at the end on the outside of the coaster. And this is the other side. So that tells me that my resin was maybe a little bit too thin, or I put too much white paste into my resin, because white is a very heavy color, and if you add too much, then it will sink straight away to the bottom. But still they look nice, and I'm really pleased with those silver glass pieces. But I will try this technique again with the alcohol, ink and the paste. But this side is very pretty. So the next time I will use a thicker resin to see the difference. I will do the same. I will not wait till the resin sets a little bit. I will pour it straight away into the silicone mold and then we can see the difference. So this is the end result outside in the daylight. This is the side how I poured it. There you can see the drops, but yeah, still I like it. The flower is called chrysant. I don't know how they are called in English, but I think they look a little bit like that. And some really nice effects. So I didn't color the edge because I like it the way they look now. So what I mentioned, the next time I will use a thicker resin, but then I also have a risk of air bubbles. But yeah, we will see, and then we can see the difference. I can place them side by side to see how they look different from each other or not. Who knows? And this is the other side, also very nice, but so you can see I have a lot of blobs or dots or white, yeah, you name it. But the silver glass pieces are really nice. So thanks again, Sandra, for inspiring me. And I will try this again with different resins. And I hope you liked watching my video and give me a thumbs up for it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. All the information to the supplies I've used you can find in the description box. Also the link to my Etsy shop. So there's a lot of information in the description. And again, I want to thank you all for watching. And hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye!